Whatever for two. This is KUTHATHU, EYAMI Music, and I'm with the plethora of skill, knowledge, you understand? And the only authority. The authority.
Yeah, okay,
I can't miss that one. That one is important. The authority. Nota. Are you good?
Yeah, I like
nice.
your name.
Yeah, KUTHATHU means three.
I know.
Yeah.
We always say 1, 2, 3 in hip hop. Rap 1, 2, 3.
And you know a lot about hip
Or
hop.
1, 2, 1, 2.
I want to ask you two questions.
Oh yeah.
First question, a very important question. Right?
EIG.
Yo, we were speaking before we started this interview.
Yeah.
Nota is a rapper, guys. On a serious note. You know, I'm a rap head, and I'm gonna tell you this is a rapper.
Yeah, I got bars.
You know, I wanted to. Obviously, the music industry has changed a lot, big time, and we've got a lot of independent artists, right?
Yeah.
A lot of artists are one-hit wonders, and the consistent questions, even though you've given the answers, and a lot of professionals like yourself have given the solutions, but I know there's some viewers that don't know what to do after having a one hit, and then all of a sudden, by hour. How do you maintain now the fame that you've instantly gotten? And to do things like branding, and how do you get this branding? How do you get this team to do other stuff that you can't even do?
Well, I think the biggest secret, and what I've always used with the artists that whose careers I've directed, is that I've always prevented them from getting their big hits too early.
Okay.
So I think that artists need to develop their craft first. That's the main thing, is that you need a solid base, a solid footing.
Yeah.
You know, look at another example of an artist that's done very well, right? And that has been able to maintain relevance after their first big hits, right? Is Tyler. Tyler, if you look at how her career trajectory is, she had a viral local sensation, world continental sensation with her first single. The music video looked so amazing. It played on
Was
TV
it the one
channels.
with
Getting Late, the one that shot at the Wanderers Stadium, right?
Yeah.
So that went viral across the continent. When that success happened, right, she was seen as a continental star, right, and an international or global prospect. And what they did with her is that they developed that talent. They made sure she stays in studio. You know, she works and works and works at building her confidence. You know, and building.
So there's still a need for record labels, because I still believe that personally.
I don't think record labels are.
Or a team.
Not even that. I don't think record labels are the way you should describe the role that's needed for artist guidance. I think the most important role is artist developers. You understand what I'm saying? So an artist developer is like an athlete coach. Is that they push you right to your current limit until that limit doesn't become a threshold anymore. You know what I mean? And then that limit now becomes a baseline or a benchmark. And then they incrementally, you know, improve your craft and your skill over time. And what happens is that growth and that development compounds over time. And another thing is that through that growth and that development, the appreciation for your craft grows on the audience that you're building. So if an audience has seen you start at level 1 and seen you get better and better incrementally, you understand, they're more likely to support you because having seen your incremental growth, they now see the potential for you to have a legacy beyond that, and they then can be converted into lifelong supporters.
So at the moment, right, what we're seeing right now, obviously, piano is still one of the dominant genres in the country.
Yeah, it's still the most viral.
Still the most viral, but we're seeing a lot of genres are actually doing very well. Maskandi, 3-step, and Afro House, and all of that. Do you think it's an advantage as an artist, a musician, right? And I'd love to believe most musicians can tap into different pockets of sounds. Are we heading to a point whereby we're not going to have the next dominating genre in the mainstream, but now we're going to have a group of artists that will now get their hands into different genres? Will that be an advantage? Are we heading to that culture now where we're all doing everything?
Well,
is it an advantage? Is it a good thing to do as an artist?
It's a good thing. It's a good thing, but what we are trying to do with our show is that we're trying to be the media platform for South African music in general. Right? And not just South African music in isolation. South African music in competition with international music from
yeah,
across the continent and the rest of the world. So what we've done is that we've taken a viral genre, and that has been used to build a show format. And once the show format was certain, it was okay, how do we now up the ante?
Yeah.
And upping the ante was to say, okay, now we're just covering music in general. And having a platform, one singular platform for all music in general, right, will now make music the subject of discussion and not a particular genre or a particular fan base the subject of discussion. So how it's hurt other genres is that what happens is that you get rivalries, and the rivalries outgrow the genre, and then the rivalry cannibalizes the entire genre. So the focus is who's better between A-Reese and Nasty C. The focus is who's better between Tupac and B.I.G. You understand? With Tupac and B.I.G, you had both of them passing away. So the game could grow beyond them, even though their legacy was already set, right? Now you need to look for other artists to look for, because these guys are not producing new music. Or with Tupac, it's like all the music he recorded before he passed away. You know what I mean?
Nota, I want to ask you on the last question. Dude, I want to open a record label. We speak about this with a lot of people.
I already have.
I mean, like signing new artists, putting new artists on.
No.
Okay.
I think when I was in the record label space, radio was our biggest platform, right? Television was our secondary platform. And at that time, we had shows like Live M. You know what I mean? And then in specific genres, especially on SABC1, you have got like shows like Imi's Relief. You've got shows like, I forgot which one is the gospel show, Gospel Gold and all those things. You know, so those were the media platforms that allowed people to get a deeper look into the music and the music lifestyle of the artists that they support. Now we've got the potential, using the dominance of YouTube, to create a music show that is going to propel music in general. With a record label, I can assist the artists that are signed to my label. I can assist the artists. I can assist the artists within the specific genres that are complementary of the artists that I work with. With a media platform that supports music, I can assist the entire industry to compete globally.
And I respect that.
And I mean, like the top four markets. The top four markets currently in the world are the United States, Japan. The United States, Deutschland, which is Germany, the United Kingdom, and Japan. Those are the top four markets in the world. And South Africa, right, with the explosion of streaming, became a top 20 market. Right now we're the 13th biggest market in the world, right? And the goal is to use this show as a template.
To get to top 5 at least.
Top 3 at least. Because the type of revenue that we're talking about is completely different. Like, I mean, right now, in terms of streaming revenue, we're doing like $1 billion rand, which is being distributed. 400 million on Spotify, and then on the other platforms, without Apple, excluding Apple. On the other platforms, excluding Apple, it's another 600 million. So that's $1 billion. And we don't know what Apple is bringing in, because they don't publicize their data.
Let me not suck a lot of the information.
But I'm just saying,
this is for music powers.
I get you. But that's $1 billion. That's $1 billion rand, right? $1 billion rand is how much divided by 15. That's how much we're making in dollars. So the global music market, right, currently in terms of revenue is over $30 billion. So South Africa can take a big portion of that market share. And the reason why there's potential for South Africa to take a big portion of that market share is because if you look at the music that's blowing up globally, usually it's African American music, right? And the African American community is a population of 45 million people. We've got more black South Africans than there are African Americans. So from a market to market basis, in terms of like the talent pool, we've got a bigger talent pool than the United States. And therefore we can dominate globally, because the African American culture, right, is pretty singular. is not as diverse as ours.
Yeah, we're multicultural, and it's beautiful. So it's
9 or 10 established indigenous languages.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
that already on its own breeds like what? Over 10 genres, music genres.
Automatically. But then if
yeah.
you just look at what other genres you can now, the sub-genres that you can also build off of that.
Yeah.
So we've got lots of potential, and music is something that is natural to us. You can tell it by how good our dancers are.
To close it off.
Yeah.
Thank you so much right, for this insight that you're giving us. Right?
Oh no, thank you.
I've always dreamed of having a lot of these talks with you because, like I said, I respect your mind, I respect your experience, right? A lot, because it is needed nowadays, and we know the industry went from being well built, and then it kind of like took a little bit of a fall, and now we have to rebuild it again. And thank you so much for the work that you're doing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like that I've got a show where we've got diverse perspectives from industry insiders, to industry experts, as well as music consumers. So we are cross-sectional in who we target and the commentary that we give. We give commentary from a consumer's perspective, we give commentary from a producer's perspective, and when you combine that, you've got a show that everyone can enjoy.
Yeah. I enjoy Music Pulse.
No, thank you.
Keep watching Music Pulse. You're a great addition to Music Pulse.
Thank you.
Piano Pulse was definitely dope.
Yeah.
But I think most of us felt that your knowledge was needed on the show, and that was a great decision from the network.
Yeah,
and
there was a reason for that.
I enjoy the growth. I enjoyed the whole entire Music Pulse growth, and keep watching, guys. KUTHATHU, EYAMI Music, Nota.
Owesibini.
Kumamam. Because you said you're the firstborn
son.
Son.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm the firstborn son too. Firstborn born.
Yeah.
Excellent. Danko.
Son and the moon.
Shab.
Hola.
Shabas.